Okay, so here's a little part 2 on the selfish thing. So, opening to this idea that you are not selfish, which you are not. You are not selfish for wanting to take care of your emotions, for wanting to center yourself in your own life, for wanting to make sure you're okay, especially after you're awakening to the fact that, hey, my friends, my family, my people, they benefit off me not centering myself. They want me to be this way, especially if they're coming at you with, you're selfish, you're caring about yourself too much. Like, and really sit with that. Sit with that. What is this person really saying? You have to see this. Like, people that come at you with, you're selfish because you're taking care of you, are not and never will be your people. And this is, again, the extreme opposite of what we're trying to create. We come from people and friendships and places that want us to give of self until we're depleted, until we have nothing, because we're easily controlled when we do this. And, part of healing is regaining your sense of power, your sense of agency in your own life. Because a lot of what happens to us when we are born to narcissists, they take up all the space, they own and hold all the power, and it leaves us like we're still this depleted, like hopeless mess. Like, this is where we're at normally when we start waking up. Like, I can't do anything to change this, I'm too stuck, I blah blah blah, like, whatever you're telling yourself. And a lot of this is because when we grow up like this, our parents like own us. Like, I grew up with extremely controlling parents, and again, when you grow up like this, you wait for someone else to tell you what to do. You're waiting to get your orders instead of you being the orderer. And this is what has to change. You have to step into that power role. You have to reclaim that power. And you have to decide, I say how my life goes, not these people that don't have my genuine best interests at heart. Because you will have your best interests at heart, even if that doesn't feel like that right now. You grow into that. And you do this every day by deciding, what do I want to do today? How do I want to feel today? And when you see these people, and when you go through this experience of someone telling you, you're too selfish, you're this, you're that, like, you know you best, and you get to decide who you are after trauma. You don't have to keep believing you're worthless, that mom, dad knows best, that husband, wife knows best. You know best. You know best. Even if you don't feel that way right now. The only reason why you don't feel like you know is because that part has been turned off, dimmed off, tramped out of you. And healing is what switches that back on. When you start feeling your feelings, you start knowing. You begin to know who am I? You learn this based off how you feel. When you're living through your life and you're like, hey, this doesn't feel good. Okay, note that. I don't like this. And you keep doing that. And then you find what feels good to you, and start focusing on that. This is how you call your power back. And it might start by you noticing how many people tell you who you are, what to do with your life. And you start, like, for me, that I started noticing all this stuff, and it felt bad. It doesn't feel good to live by other people's ideals and beliefs and stuff, especially when they're traumatic beings and they're unhealed, not okay people. Like, you have to decide. No one else decides who you are but you. And when you don't have to listen when people tell you, oh, you're selfish, you're this, you're that. Like, another side point here, most people are, when they label you something, they are projecting, which means they're like, they're telling you who they are. And when you start seeing that, you're just like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Because most of this, let's use this in the example of someone telling you you're selfish. That they are being the selfish one by putting that on you, saying you're selfish for taking care of you, which really is them saying to you, I don't want you to take care of yourself. I want you to take care of me because I am the selfish one. Now, and I know we don't live selfish ways. We don't, as the abused children, the neglected children. We are the least selfish people on earth. We take care of everyone else but ourselves. We do everything for everyone. We ignore and neglect ourselves just like we were taught to, just like we were raised to. And to break that, to even like doing tiny things for ourselves, saying no, can feel so hard. And know that that is just it's a mirror of how hard it was for you. It might, like, and this is the point too, it might not have been possible for you to say no in your family. Like, this is a reality for many of us. Our parents didn't allow the space for no for us. We had to obey or we died. Like, that's what it comes down to. Like, this is also heavy survival stuff coming up. Like, when you are in severely abusive homes, you can't say no. You can't oppose, again, that soup that everyone's mired in. You can't oppose it because there's no lifeboats, there's no life rafts, no one else is opposing. Everyone falls in line like a good little soldier. And once you start doing that, you're breaking those old patterns. And that pattern breaking can feel it's scary. It's scary to do that because on one hand, you don't know what's going to happen on the other side. You don't know what happens when you say no. Or like, your body remembers, you might get yelled at, you might get raged on, there might be physical abuse coming in. And you have to understand that your body and your nervous system is going to expect this. Even if that's not even a real threat happening in the now, like, your body will expect that. And to combat this, to help soothe this, you have to be able to meet that inner child, that little part of you that is stuck in that expectation of, I can't say no, they're going to beat me, they're going to yell at me, they're going to rage at me, they're going to blink, whatever it was that they were going to do to you. You have to then see that child and be like, hey, look, I see you. I understand you are extremely terrified to say no. And I know why, because there was so much threat around this when you were little. This wasn't right. This wasn't right, and it's not happening right now. And I'm here with you. I'm going to sit with you through this fear. I'm going to be with you. I choose you right now in this moment, and I'm going to be here with you. And this is what helps you alleviate those huge feelings of fear and the being left in this. Because as kids, our parents were the ones putting this on us. We had nowhere to go, no one to run to be like, help me with this, help, something is happening, I don't know how to feel it, I don't know how to deal with it, help me. And so what you are doing in this present day is helping that younger you move through this stuff no one ever helped them move through. And you do this with everything, because again, when we're the neglected kids, we were neglected in everything. Like, we don't have that support. This is how you learn support. This is, again, how you build your self-worth, because you know you are going to meet you through the hairy times, through the hard times, through the scary times of your life, past, present, and future. And this is how you begin moving it upward in your life. You're getting out of that soup. And that's the process. That's the entire process. And again, you use it when people tell you you are selfish. You have to, again, move away from people who are telling you you're selfish. These are the people who will sabotage your life, your healing, and they will want you to give of yourself and heal, fix them, be their armchair therapist, whatever it is. These are the people who will use you until you're a husk of a person. And I don't want that for you anymore. And it doesn't matter if this is family, rubber to the road. You have to decide, are you going to entertain more people like this, or are you going to center yourself and decide that your healing, your feelings matter? Whether you're labeled selfish or not, if they're going to call you selfish, who the hell cares? That's what they think. You have to stick to this. I know me. I am deserving of care and love and support, and I'm going to take care of this inner child because no one else has. And if you're going to call me selfish for that, okay, dude, bye. I have nothing else to say to people like this. Like, you cannot let someone derail you by calling you selfish. You cannot do it. And look, this is you like, it's a learning, I don't know what to call it. Like, you don't just go have someone come to you, call you selfish, and you're like, okay, bye. Like, when it's a journey, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you will have this happen to you, and 9 times out of 10, if you are very fresh to healing, you won't walk away. Again, like, you learn, and over time, as you see and experience, like, okay, this person's calling me selfish, you have to learn that, like, they're not going to care about you. They don't care about your feelings. You have to be the one to do it. So you might repeat this for a few cycles, and again, until you get to that point where, like, I get it now. I get it. This person wants me to cater to them, and I'm not willing to let myself go, to neglect myself for them. This is how you stop the trauma cycle in its tracks. And it may not happen in one try. It may take 4, 5, 6, 7, but you will get better at it over time. And you will get to the point where you get that first whiff of someone, you're feeling that feeling that, like, they want you to pour into them and give to them and give to them and give to them when they don't give anything back. And you avoid that whole labeling you of selfish in the first place. And, like, that's what becomes life. Like, we use these things we've been through, that our little spidey senses are tingly to, like, oh, the anxiety, the neglect, like, these are alarms for you to pay attention to and be like, what is happening here? To, like, pause and dissect the situation, assess what is happening here. Is this something that is reminding me of my past? Am I about to be neglected, abandoned, abused, etc.? And then you decide, yes, no. If yes, bounce. If no, continue with caution. And this is, again, how you build self-trust, how you build new relationships built in on the foundation of, I'm caring for me, I'm taking care for me, and I'm moving ahead slowly. I'm not fucking balls to the wall in 20 toes down day one. Like, you have to go into a lot of situations slowly so you can assess, like, what's happening here? Am I in reality? Who is this person? How are they treating me? Do they care about me the way I care about me? And this is how you build new relationships on that foundation of emotional ability and emotional awareness. Like, because many of us, we just, like, before healing, we are searching for that person to heal us, fix us, complete us, give us what our parents never got. And as you start healing, you let that go, because you're giving that to yourself. You are becoming what you have sought, because it has been you the whole time. And as you become that, you don't seek from that void of, like, fulfill me, fill these voids. And when you don't seek relationships from that standpoint, your relationships are entirely different. You have someone else that is also showing up for themselves, caring about themselves. And that becomes a goal, instead of, like, the other emotionally neglectful person. We're seeking someone that shows up like we do, that cares about our inner world, and we care about their inner world. We're not doing things to harm. We're not doing things from lack and, like, fulfill my holes, my childhood holes, like my childhood wounds and voids. As you heal and you begin filling and feeling them, you don't seek other people to do this. And when you're not seeking another person, you're not, I'm struggling to say this right. Like, when you're not coming from the void, you're not finding people who are the void, like the void, people who are the void, which is, like, other narcissistic, unavailable people. When you come whole, like, and I mean this, like, whole, as you are caring about you, you're caring for your feelings, you are centering yourself, how you feel, what you want in your life, you find people who can meet you where you're at, instead of this huge black hole of neglect and anxiety and, like, that void from childhood. And it you can even, like, even just me talking about it, you can feel the difference when you're whole within yourself. You're just, it's like an exhale. And when you're coming from the void, there's that insane need, the insatiability, I don't know if that's the right word, but you cannot be filled. And when you bring that to another person, like that's almost what calls in the unavailable avoidant person. Like they sense that need, and they know, like they have the spidey senses to know that you will put up with anything, you will give till you're dead, and they feed off that. Like you have to be aware of that, and again, move from that void to being filled. And you fill the void by learning to be there for you, by learning to give that care and love and availability and support that you never got as a kid. And I teach this inside of Unlocking Life After Trauma and Codependency, and I also coach on this if you're looking for personal help with getting out of the trauma trap of repeating cycles of learning how to feel your feelings, learn how to work with your feelings and your nervous system, so you can create an entirely new life. Link is in the bio. Love you guys. Dukas says hi. I'm tired. We just did a big walk. Bye.